Hello everybody, hello, welcome to another stream here on my channel. Nice to see some of you in chat already. Hi Double A, hi Julie, hi to Luna, hi Chrissy, hello everyone, welcome in. I'll give everyone a few moments to get in. I thought I'm ready early, so I'll start early, why not? Just checking that you can all hear me, and that's all good. Got myself a nice drink here. Hiya Sam, welcome in. You can hear me, perfect. I was getting worried for a second. I was like, no one's typing in chat. What's the illustrator's name? This is Neco. I don't know if that's their actual name or their, like, what do you call it, like artist name, but Neco, the story of precious cats. You can hear me perfectly, perfect. Yeah, I haven't decided yet what page I'm going to do. I've got a few flags in here. Double A, you were just watching my video, so I interrupted myself. Was that the one that I just uploaded today, the Johanna Basford rank and rate? Yay for kitty colourings, exactly. I might as well give you a little flip through of the book whilst I'm waiting for it to hit past. I did actually go through this morning, and whilst I was watching Amy's stream, I went through and translated all of these bits of text here at the front, so the prologue, just saying that this is a rural town, you come across a kitten and it takes you across this bridge into a magical world where you find all of these cute cats here. Usually I like to do these character profile pages first, but I don't know if I want to do that on stream with you all, because I think I would want some reference photos. I haven't quite decided what colours I want to do them yet. I'm thinking these two have slight variations of different colours of tabby cat, so I'm thinking one more of a grey base, one more of a brown base, and that would be cute. I've no idea what colour to do their little brother. Maybe another kind of tabby, or maybe he hasn't grown into his tabby stripes yet, so I just do him grey or something like that. This guy, I think he looks so cheeky, so he has to be a ginger for me, and then I have no idea what to do the grandparents. Yeah, it is a lovely book. Oh, hello, welcome in Raven, and welcome in Imperfect Colouring Perfectionist, welcome in Hannah. I'm very upset I don't have my B silly YouTube. Soon Double A, next month, won't it? When you get the right account in, but I know you're a B in my heart. So this book is split into the different seasons. So I was looking at the summer section, but oh, you know how much I love colouring berries at this time of year, so I do love that page there. I think I did flag one of the spring pages that I was particularly keen on. This one, with them going berry picking. I think as we're sort of spring summery time, I'd do them as raspberries rather than blackberries. Although when I was at work the other day, I was walking down like a little side lane and saw a couple of blackberries growing on a bush, so we're getting to blackberry season soon. But look how cute their little brother is down there. So that's one possibility. I love all of the Alice in Wonderland pages in this book. They are just stunning. Where did I buy it from? I bought this one from Amazon Japan, I believe. I think Amy said you could buy it on Amazon, like US or UK. Search Neco, Story of Precious Cats. In fact, I'll show you here. So Neco, and then Story of Precious Cats, and you should be able to find the book on either Amazon, your local Amazon, or on Amazon Japan, Etsy, what's another site, Pomodoro, something like that, Pomodoro. Yeah, I haven't coloured in this book yet, so you will be joining me today to colour my first page. I love this one of the carousel horse. I have just coloured a carousel horse this last month. Finished it last week, I think I did. I flagged this as a possibility. I just think the tree house is so cute, and with all the flowers and trees surrounding it, well, that would be a good option. Do you know when I'm going to be doing my fall plans? Or I guess I should ask, do you plan on doing that like you did for the summer plans? Yes, I am planning on doing an autumn plans video. That will probably be mid to late August that I will be doing that, where I will randomise, how many did I do last time? 30? I think it was. I'll do the same again because 30 was a good number. I was just going through all of my summer randomised books the other day, and I've done okay with my list. I'll show you. Here's my journal. I think I've done 12 or something. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 30. So pretty happy with that. And then I started setting up August already, just today. And I've got the other books that I would like to get to. There's a couple where I'm not bothered if I don't get to it or not. Listed here. A couple of them are buddy colours. I will be doing a plans video soon to ask for some more buddy colours. And some of these I might be doing on stream. Hi Pauline, welcome in. Thank you. And are your buddy colours based off those picks? Mostly. I will try and ask people to do buddy colours out of this list, and it's worked pretty well. Most of these that I've coloured in have been buddy colours, which has been really nice. And welcome in Claudia, thank you for joining us. Oh, it's £25 on Etsy, not Etsy, eBay. I just saw E and the Y and said the name wrong. But I flagged these 2 pages as well. I really love these 2 with the sunflower, but this is a more interesting scene with them in the little wash tub and they're washing their little baby brother. Is so cute. Oh, Chris, you're going to DM me about a specific book. Go ahead. I think I've got 4 buddies scheduled, or maybe 5. I try to write them down in my journal as soon as I plan them, but I forget sometimes. This autumn section is so lovely. Hello Dana, and hey Zoe, welcome to you both. You're here just eating, or what are you eating for dinner, Zoe? It is Friday, so I just had a curry. I did a homemade curry. We were going to have curry chicken wraps this week, but for lunch I went to open a tin of tomato soup, opened the can, and I was like, damn it, these are chopped tomatoes. So I used them to make my curry this afternoon. Well, not afternoon, this evening. I love that page. Oh, welcome in Melissa. This is Story of Precious Cats by Nelco Neco. I'm just doing a flip through of the book to start us off with here as we were waiting for people to join us. Curry, yum, yes. We do like our curries in our house. We do mostly homemade curry each week, but when it's been hot, we've been doing curry wraps. So we have some curry flavoured chicken, salad bits, and cooked onion bhajis in some wraps. Oh, it's so yummy. Is your curry tomato based, so you've had coconut milk? So I did a butter chicken curry. The base was a tin of chopped tomatoes, and then I added a tub of creme fraiche to make it nice and creamy. Garam masala, turmeric, cinnamon for the spices, chicken, and then onions and peppers. That's what I did. I love this book, so cute, little kitties. It really is. It's got such gorgeous scenes. Look at all these fun Christmassy ones. I think I got this book autumn last year because I flagged to do this vegetables one this one here with all the pumpkins. I love that page. Never got round to it. Then I flagged to do this Christmas one. Never got round to it. And yeah, it's just been a book that I've neglected for too long. So many cute pages in here. Yeah, I've gone through and translated all of the titles of the pages at the back. I like doing that and just using pencil to write it in the shop. In the shop, I just read the word shop. Do you guys ever do that where you talk about something and then you read a word then you say it? I'm terrible for doing that. But I just went through and wrote in pencils on each of these little thumbnails too, so I know what the titles of the pages are. I think it's nice to know. Yeah, that's a flip through of the book. Ashley is here, double A. She's the end. Did you colour a page? Not in this book, not yet. So you need to help me decide which page to colour. We've got the sunflower pages. I don't know which, probably this one actually. That would be more drawn to at the moment. We've got the treehouse page. And we've got, oh, I flagged this one. I thought this would be a cute one to start with. I could probably finish that in one stream, but we've also got the wash tub page, which is really cute. And then, oh, this one of the berry picking. So which page would you guys like to see me colour? The berry picking, the summer title page, ooh, lost my flag, the tree house, or the sunflowers. It is determined Zoe is extra special for everyone. Zoe's just my mod for the channel. That's why she's highlighted and got a little spanner next to her name. Sunflower, berries, another vote for sunflower. Oh, Dana, yours is currently uncoloured as well. Oh, another vote for sunflowers. Looks like sunflowers might be winning. Sunflowers or berries. Oh, another one for berries. I'm definitely not extra special. Yeah, you're special in our hearts, Zoe. Everyone's special. Everyone vote for berries, please. Double A wants the berries. Just looking at the pages, seeing what I think. I mean, I'm feeling inspired by both of them. I really am. Yes, everyone tells Zoe she's special. Oh, another vote for sunflowers. I think it's going to be this sunflowers page, because we've got a lot of diced sunflowers. I think I would probably be able to get around to doing all of these sunflowers today and then focus on the characters in the tub. Might get around to the tub next week or in my next stream, we'll see. I feel like Ashley is my cheerleader. Yeah, we all need our cheers. Right, I can get rid of these flags now. This is one of my favourite books. I just coloured the camp scene. I would love to see the treehouse coloured by you. Oh, I do love that camp scene. I mean, I want to colour every page in this book. This is one of those books that I would love to see completed one day. Just every page is adorable. It really, really is. And I'm always a sucker for a book that goes through the seasons, because it means you can colour it any time of year and you're always inspired by something in it. But I really love these autumn Halloween pages. The Christmas pages are adorable. That is such an amazing double page spread. And all the Alice in Wonderland ones are so, so cute. Oh, hi Emma, welcome to the live stream. Nice to join you. Yeah, you have just joined the Matchstick Mouse Adventure Buddy group, haven't you? Lovely to see you here. Thanks for joining us. What now? Are we voting by? I think we've decided. I asked people to vote in chat, Zoe, and Sunflower seems to have won. Right. I am going to be using my albrecht-durers, which are in a huge case to the side of me. And let me grab my swatch book. I wish I could do colouring along with you, but the weather is so gloomy and I don't have great light right now. Oh, you need to invest in a good light for your colouring room. It really does make all the difference. I've got this nice LED light above my desk. Let me turn on my main light. Doesn't make a difference for you, but wait, we should have done a poll. Can I do a poll? How do you do a poll? I don't know how to do a poll. I have no idea how to do a poll, but from what people said in the chat, the sunflowers definitely was the winner. Any suggestions for a light? Yes. I wrote this down the other day whilst I was prepping for my how to start a YouTube channel video. One sec. Where is it? Here it is. I recommend an LED batten light, BATTEN. If you search that on Amazon, you get loads come up, and you can just stick it up by your desk, and it works really well and is a great light source for doing your colouring. Even when it is a bright summery day, I will have this on for my videos, just because my window is behind me, so the light above just helps to illuminate everything so much better. You can do a poll. I tried. I don't know how. I'll have to look it up for next time to see how I can do a poll. Oh, welcome Audrey. Thank you for joining. There were only 4 votes for sunflowers, lol. Let me go back. So that's 1 for sunflower from Julie. Raven said sunflower. Ashley said berries. Pauline said sunflower, that's 3. 2 for berries, 3 for sunflowers, 4 for sunflowers, 5 for sunflowers. Yeah, sorry Ashley, it's definitely sunflowers that's the winner today, but oh, hi Saturn, thank you for joining us. Right, I need to pick some pencils now. So, looking at my swatches here, I think I like doing the more muted kind of yellows, or I could do bright. I don't know. Let me grab a scrap sheet of paper so I can do some swatching. I find it still cute, but I feel betrayed by chat. I'm sorry, Ashley. I feel sorry for my husband. He keeps changing the light bulbs in the room, but it doesn't help. Oh, yeah. I've actually got a smart bulb in my room, so I can change the temperature and brightness of it, so I have it on the coolest temperature, brightest setting. When I first got it, it was, wow, it was bright, but it does the job. It's good. My old eyes require a ring light to colour all the time. Yeah. And I guess it's good because you have to colour all the little cats now. Exactly. So I will be getting around to those berries. Don't you worry. Right, I'm going to grab Naples yellow, light chrome, and that one. Just grabbing my pencils out, starting with the yellow and browns, I think. And let's go with these 3. Do a little test. I have barely used my albrecht-durers yet, so it's going to be interesting to test them out on a new book, new paper. Just doing a swatch here to see which colour blend I like best. What do we think? The brighter or the more muted one? Top or bottom? Well, Dana's currently editing whilst you watch the stream. That's what I was doing during Amy's stream earlier. I was editing my Johanna Vastwood rank and rate. Because I do such minimal editing, I don't really listen to it. I just kind of clip and cut and move on. Could I zoom in a little? Yes, I could. But it's whether I could get it back to the right position. Oh, oh, what has happened? Why has it gone yellow? What on earth? It's gone yellow. What was that? Let me try this out. Right, I'm gonna try. He's broken the stream. There we go. Alright, zoom in so you don't see my messy desk. Come on, zoom. Oh, it's pressing a button at the same time. Sorry for the fiddling. There we go. Right. We're no longer yellow, just need to adjust the positioning of the camera again. There we go. Right, so what did people say? Do we like do we like the more brighter one or the more muted one? You know what's easier? Just holding this up to the camera instead of zooming in. I could have just, it's a piece of paper, I could have just held it up. We've got a brighter one or a more muted one. Muted. Yeah, I have no idea why that went yellow, because I use like a webcam app and it doesn't really have any settings on it, so I don't know why it did that. It's really weird. I think usually I go more muted, but that's because I often colour sunflowers around autumn time, so I'm kind of feeling the brighter one just for something a little bit different for the sunflowers. And for the centres, let's grab burnt umber and bistre. It's nice grabbing these pencils and them being nice and long, because I think that will make for a good centre colour. Yeah, I usually go more muted for sunflowers, but this is in the summer section after all, so it'd be nice to have it nice and bright. Right, I just need a scrap bit of paper. The reason I pop the scrap bit of paper behind is because sometimes the line art can transfer, so I always put a scrap bit of paper behind. But let's start colouring. So for the centres, I've got burnt umber and bistre, and these are the albrecht-durers. They are of course the same colour range of the polychromos, which I absolutely love. But I will try activating these at some point. Oh, hiya Trini, Smart Husky, welcome in. It'll be fabulous either way. Thanks, Dana. Going to try and be a bit better this week of colouring and reading the chat at the same time. Try my best. Anyway, how has everyone's day been going, or how is it going? Some of you are still in your day, or it's your morning. Time zones confusing. I've had a pretty chilled day. Started off watching Amy's live stream, and I wasn't really in the colouring mood today actually. I just couldn't motivate myself to colour any of these buddy colours that I've still got outstanding. So I did a bit of a colour by number instead, and I also set up my journal for August. So that was good and productive. Oh, I wonder if Amy will stream after you again today. We will see. We will see. She did a lot of streaming for her yesterday, but tomorrow. Honestly, time zones are so confusing. Because I think by the time she finished streaming, it was Saturday for her. It's just before noon here for Dana. I'm totally going to botch this name. Do you or any of the Neco fairy tale stories? It has bunnies and mice with that. Oh, I'm trying to think what you mean. Do you mean like the Tokimeku series? Fairy tales. Do you mean this one, Chrissy? Saturn's just trying to finish some pages with acrylic marker details. Not your favourite thing to do. Oh, yeah. I kind of know what you mean. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes it's annoying because the tips get clogged and it just gets frustrating. Not a single evening goes by without you. Thanks, Trinu. Started with Amy's live, then I talked to Britain and Ireland, then I talked to California. Lovely, lovely. Hello, Lena. Hello, welcome into the live stream. Thanks for joining us. No, maybe you messed something up, Chrissy, because fairy tales, I don't know what you mean for Kanoko. I have all of Kanoko Goose's books. I can grab those. So these are Kanoko's books. The more realistic Japanese book, yeah. These. Hi Dawn, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining me. Raven is back. She's just ordered a light. Ah, there you go. Hopefully it works well for you. Good thing about Amazon is that if it doesn't work, you can just return it. Double A still working. That one in the middle, The Kingdom of Curious Creatures. Yeah, I haven't coloured in this book very much, but I love all of Kanoko's work. Yeah, this one has some great double page spreads in it that I really love. Is there something specific you wanted to ask about the book, Chrissy? I'll just flip through. Paper quality, in my opinion, paper quality is great. Pretty thick. It's reasonably smooth, but you've got a nice bit of tooth to it. I have used polychromos in it and they layer really nicely in this book. I do have the English edition. I've got this as a whip. Yeah, the paper quality is good. This is the page that I have done and it's one of my favourite pages I've ever completed. That was all polychromos and a bit of soft pastel in the background. And I did so many layers on these mushrooms to get them looking nice and realistic. So yeah, the paper quality handles lots of layers really nicely. Yeah, definitely recommend this book. I prefer this one over the other one. It was released similar time, the Garden of Fairy Tale Animals, but I have the Dutch version or something like that. I've got Rhapsody in Het Bos. Yeah, I much prefer that book. Could I use water mediums on it? Not sure, haven't tried it personally. Anyone in chat use water mediums in Kingdom of Curious Creatures or any of Kanoko's books of the English editions? Because they do all have the same paper. Audrey has been at Sibbing Group at 7:30, weekly shopping at 9 AM, lunch at 12 noon, 3:30 Sun to Med Centre, 5 PM tea. Busy day, Audrey. I cannot relate to the busy day you had, considering my day didn't really start till noon. In terms of waking up, getting up, actually doing something productive. Trini voted the other book, if you let vote. Yeah, I think for the next one I will base it off the remaining 3 options from the poll, as I did have comments from people saying that they'd really like to see me colour in each of the other 3 books, so I think I'll keep those options. Once I've coloured a page in this, I'll keep the other ones open for people to vote for the next one, to try and get round to all of them. So he's still trying to touch the screen on this thing. She's just recently got a MacBook, and so she keeps thinking it's her iPad touching the screen. Does a touchscreen MacBook exist? Because I know Windows touchscreen things exist, but do the MacBooks? I don't know. I need to get rid of these pencils before I start using them accidentally. The weather changed so much where I live. It's been raining the whole week non-stop. Temps got to 16 degrees, so all of my good light is gone. Oh no, that sounds rubbish. Whereabouts do you live, Raven? For us, for me, I felt it's been quite warm today. Like, this last week hasn't been so warm in my opinion. Well, it's been like a nice temperature, not too hot, but today I've had the fan on, which I haven't for about a week or so. So for these yellow petals, I am using dark cadmium yellow, and light cadmium yellow. All the cadmium yellows. I tried touching my Mac screen often at first too. Nope, those are iPads. Yeah. Yeah, well, I know that there are Windows laptops out there that have touch screens, but I suppose Apple, to make each of their products more distinct, just don't have that overlap. Gotta buy all the products. Gotta buy all the products from Apple. That's how they get you. Lena tried touching her Mac screen often at first too. Shannon's used Castle Arts watercolour pencils in Symphony of Cute Animals, and it takes the water well. There you go. There you go. So water medium should be pretty okay. It does feel like good quality paper, but even thick papers, it can not do the best. But I'll have to test some water mediums at some point in that book. It's been a while since I coloured in it. Ah, Raven, you live in Switzerland. It's a beautiful country. Okay, nothing is satisfying my hunger tonight. Didn't enjoy dinner. Wanted something fresh for desserts. Had a couple of sorbet mochi balls, and these aren't doing it for me either. I tried mochi once and thought they they're quite... The texture wasn't for me, and they're quite kind of like nutty in a way, and I don't tend to like nutty things. But for any of you who were in Amy's stream earlier when we were talking about flavours of Fanta, I had to get a Fanta fruit twist out tonight. I just thought, yeah, tonight's the night. I have a little Fanta fruit twist as a treat. It is a Friday after all. I don't often drink fizzy drinks because it makes me quite gassy, so apologies in advance. But I'm hoping if I drink it slowly, then it will be okay. Chocolate always makes you happy. Yeah, chocolate's always a good bet. You've got your Dairy Milk buttons. Have a couple of them, Zoe. All we got to do is basically talk about lots of different foods, and then Zoe will be like, oh, I want that now. Oh, I want that. And then I'll be saying I want that. I find that's always the thing about streams. You start talking about food and then you want it all. These are mango passion fruit. It's the rice dough texture. Yeah, I just tried it once and I thought, yeah, never again. But I should try again. Like a fruity one, I may be more inclined to like. I've been 26 degrees warm and outside is very hot. No wind, no rain, so we have nothing. Drinking cold water all day and taking cold showers. Yeah. 26 isn't too bad for heat though. I think it's been around that today, like 26, 25, 27. But it's been sort of like early mid-20s the last week, and we've had a bit more rain. Not much rain though, like just kind of the odd shower here and then. But not been the crazy heat that we had been experienced a couple of weeks ago, which that is definitely a relief. I was saying this morning on Amy's stream about my mango and passion fruit yogurt I love. I love mango and passion fruit flavour things. McDonald's have just announced their next menu update that's happening end of July, I believe. 31st of July or 30th of July they're releasing these. And one of them is a mango passion fruit Sprite. And oh, that sounds up my alley. I'm definitely going to have to try that. And I get a meal from there at some point, probably after work one day when it's been a not so nice day at work and I want a treat, want to pick me up. Good evening, Angie. Welcome here. Welcome in. Lovely to have you join us. Saturn, you love some Mountain Dew. I have never tried Mountain Dew. I can't even imagine what Mountain Dew tastes like. It's like this luminous green, isn't it? And it just looks radioactive. I'm like, is it apple? Is it fruity? Is it like what does it taste like? How can you describe it? It's like root beer. I can't imagine what root beer tastes like because I just hear the name beer and I think ew. So these kind of things that we just don't have here, I have no idea how they taste. Get the mochi that's filled with ice cream, that's the way to eat it, not like mini marshmallows. Interesting. Just for me is hot, maybe it's another normal weather. Well, yeah, exactly, Trinu. Everyone has their own normal, and Switzerland doesn't get that hot usually, so you're more used to your colder, snowy environments, I'm sure. It's been hot over here, 100 degrees F, so over 37.7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that is crazy hot. That must be awful having to go outside in that Dana. It's a citrus sort of taste, kind of lemony, limey-ish. And it does look radioactive, yeah. Good way of describing this flavour, Jess. It tastes like the mango and pineapple frappe thing at Marky's. Oh, the smoothie. I do love that smoothie. It's a good, refreshing smoothie. But you put mango in anything and I will eat it. I will have it. Mango is my favourite fruit. One of my favourite flavours. Root beer tastes like Germaline ointment. I don't even know what that is, I'm afraid. What is that? They make a lot of different flavours too. I think root beer tastes like cough medicine. Oh, lovely. Mountain Dew is like a sweet Sprite, I guess, with a caffeine kick. Oh, so I'd probably like it just fine. I don't really like Coke. It's I like one or two sips and then I'm like, I've had enough. I don't want any more. Never really been much of a Coke drinker. Not much of a fizzy drinker either. My non-alcoholic drink of choice is a mango and apple or orange and passion fruit J2O. I like the orange J2Os. Juice ice cream is the best, I love it. And of course, original vanilla ice cream. Oh, bye Dawn, take care. Thanks for joining. Yeah, juice ice cream sounds delicious. Kind of like a sorbet or something like that. Love a mango sorbet. Yum, yum, yum. Now I want ice cream. And I do have ice creams downstairs. Aldi do these coconut and mango Magnum style ice creams, which I get the Aldi Magnum style ice creams over Magnums because they're so much cheaper, taste pretty much the exact same. And they do really interesting flavours, like the salted caramel one is so yummy. I love this mango and coconut one that they do. They do a white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, like all the classic flavours as well. Yeah, salted caramel and the mango coconut is my go-to. I'll only drink Pepsi Max Cherry, otherwise I hate Coke tasting stuff. Yeah, I don't hate it, I just get sick of it like instantly. Like sometimes I want a Coke and I kind of like crave that Coke flavour. I take a sip of it and I'm like, yeah, that's nice. Take another sip. Nah, had enough. Here, someone else finish it. You prefer Dr. Pepper? I've only tried Dr. Pepper a couple of times and the taste does remind me of Cherry Coke, but that was quite a while ago. One of your favourites is Iron Brew, but you are Scottish. Yeah, Iron Brew. I always have to say it like that rather than Iron Brew. It just sounds wrong. It's got to be Iron Brew. The Scottish accent. I have to wait 2 hours until lunch dinner and now I want sweets. Oh, now I want sweets. We're a bad influence on each other. Okay, that's better. By the second ball I was satisfied. Don't take that out of context. Dr. Pepper Zero is lush. I don't drink soda. Yeah, lush, Lena, just means nice. Lush, we use it a lot here in the UK. Girt lush. It's a classic saying. Something's girt lush, it's lovely. It's good. It's nice. Synonym for all of that. Are you just using these dry or activating them? I'm going to try activating them. So I've done a light layer, blending the colours together, and then I will try activating them. I do have some water here, but it might be a bit glittery. I tend to just have water sat on the side. So I may need to go get some fresh ones so I don't get any accidental glitter particles on this page. Lush equals delicious, gorgeous, divine. Yeah, we tend to use lush for like something's tasty, something tastes lush, is lush. Although you can say it in more of a descriptive way. Oh, you look lush, like you look good. I always tell people my husband is a Coke addict. Lush equals good. Okay, yeah. Lush is good. Lush is nice. Iron Brew is a Scottish soda. It's hard to describe the taste. It's an orange colour. Yeah, I tried Iron Brew for the first time last year, actually. One of my co-workers had some and I was like, you know, I've never tried that. And he goes, here, have a taste. And I was like, oh, tastes better than I thought. Like, it looks kind of here. Looks kind of, again, radioactive, kind of gross. And I think the name kind of put me off as well. Like, Iron Brew sounds weird. But it tastes orangey. Not like Fanta, but sweeter Fanta, I think it was the way I described it. Not one I'd choose. I think I'd just rather normal Fanta or Tango. One or the other. Well, I found out madam is a bugger. Oh yeah, if someone's being a little madam, then yeah, they're being annoying. Often you'd use it to describe the behaviour of like a pet. Like our cat Lexi, oh, she was being a right madam today, being naughty or cheeky. use it to describe children as well. Oh, we like glitter, it's loud on the page. Yeah, I just don't want it to just be all over the page. Sometimes I like that kind of just natural coloured look. I forget that Lush is a West Country thing and people... Oh, I've lost it. I lost a comment. And people have no idea what I'm on about, lol. Yeah, well, luckily I am West Country, so I know exactly what you mean. West Country and Welsh Lush is, isn't it? Lush is more West Country, and just Lush in general is kind of Welsh. Yeah, Catherine says Lush is used a lot more in the west of England. Audrey doesn't drink any fizzy juice or squash, water all through the day, tea with meals. Well, you're a good girl, Audrey. I live on squash. Squash is my drink of choice when I'm... But specifically when I'm eating meals, I will have a drink of squash with my lunch and my tea/dinner. And then water I tend to have just in a bottle to sip, say if I'm going to work or it's a hot day, I'll sip on water. But I like teas and coffees throughout the day as well. Oh, I would never be a little madam. And then Zoe's correcting your spelling. Yeah, because the way you're putting it, Ashley, is more like madame. Is more of a fancy way of saying it. Steve says hi. Hi, Steve. Hope you're doing well, Steve. Oh, you have a different spelling for the word madame. Like, usually we are the ones to drop the letters like you. Oh, well, yeah. You and like estrogen. It's just a random word that popped in my head where you drop... Americans drop the letters from it. Colour. Swapping S's for Z's as well, or Z's. Michelle, I was thinking lush is extravagant, but I wasn't sure if the context was the same. Lush could be luxurious, extravagant as well. Like a lush landscape, you could say, like it's a fancy landscape. It's got a bunch of different meanings and connotations, the word lush. Audrey, Steve said hello to my big spanner. Scotland, we mostly say bangin' instead of lush. Yeah, bangin'. It's more slangy for us here. I'd occasionally use bangin', like something's banging, something's good. I love the sayings your country has, which is weird because I wouldn't have thought of lush is a specifically regional word. I just thought, yeah, I think like what someone else said, like Michelle said, like you forget that it's just a word in the West Country. Another word that I didn't realise until I went to uni that is very regional, very much only said in the Southwest, and it's the word somewhen, all in one word. Apparently it's not actually a word, and I used to sort of say it in sentences and texts and people would be like, somewhen, that's not a word. But it's like, oh, when are you going to do that? Oh, I'll do it somewhen today. And I never realised it until I went to uni and people were like, what is that? And I only had one friend there who also came from the Southwest who was like, oh yeah, I know somewhen. It's something you don't realise until you go to a different area, speak to people from different areas, that you learn about your own little quirky things. Brilliant and love and darling and dear, lol. Yeah, we use... Brilliant's a English word, is it? I didn't think of brilliant as like... Yeah. Oh, herb. Herb. I always say, if there's one word I hate the pronunciation of in American English, it's herb. Where does the H go? Herb, not herb. That word riles me up, it really does. We like to be unique, says Dana. But yeah, dear we use a lot. My dad, yes dear, yes dear. Me and my mum call each other dearie. That's our thing. How is Lexi going today? Is she having fun outside? She's spent most of this afternoon asleep on my bed, being all nice and cozy. It's tough being a cat some days. And when we say funky, we mean awesome, not ew. That's a bit funky, gross. I mean, we also say that's a bit funky. But yeah, if we say something looks funky, like, oh, that's a funky outfit, like, ooh, that's kind of groovy. It's funky. Oh, someone is not a word. Yeah, you've not heard of that one. You've not heard of it, Michelle. So have you heard of it? Or Steve? Steve would definitely have heard of someone. Someone and anyone as all in one word is very regional to southwest kind of Wiltshire, Somerset area. Don't know about the other counties, that's just where I grew up. My mum says dunting. When you're nagging for something, stop your dunting. Completely made up word, of course. Yeah, I've never heard of dunting. Is that a Cambridgeshire thing? Nope, not heard of someone or anyone. Sounds Welsh to me. Steve hasn't heard of it either. It's easy to tell someone is from the UK when an X is at the start of their sentence. What do you mean? Steve has. C. Yes, Wiltshire thing. Wiltshire thing. When an X is at the start of their sentence. I'm confused. What do you mean? What you are starting X's with a sentence? What word starts with X? End of the sentence. I'm from Cambridgeshire, darling. She's so posh. Posh from Cambridgeshire. But now she's getting her West Country accent. To be fair, I don't really have a West Country accent very much. People have always said in my life that I sound quite posh and I don't sound like I'm from Wiltshire, but I am. Born and raised. Example, it's good to see you. Oh, that's a little kiss. That's a little kiss. Yeah. Yeah, if you're texting someone, be like, hey, how are you? Kiss. It's just something to end your message. You use it in text. Do you not use that in other countries? Because, I mean, I use it to, like, my work colleagues all the time if I'm texting them to be saying, like, oh, it's running a little bit late, kiss. At the end of the... Yeah, we do kisses all the time. Ah, you don't do kisses at the end of texts for people in America. Ah, see, it's things that you never even consider not being a kind of global thing. Obviously, different languages have their different things, but you'd think with the English language, everything would be similar. Oh, that would be harassment if you did it to colleagues. Yeah, no, it's... Well, because I'm a carer and we can text or call other carers and it'll be, oh, do you mind if we do this person earlier? Kiss. But I personally would only do it to other females and other female younger carers who would also give a kiss back. Like, I don't do it to everyone. Certain people, like, tends to be younger people and females, not males. It seems a bit weird if you're doing it to a male, because that's more kind of loving. XOXO is kisses and hugs for loved ones. What music do you listen? What about Ozzy's music and his death? Ozzy from the UK. I never really knew much about the Osbournes. Just know that Shan was on X Factor for a while. Never really was my kind of thing. I'm not big into music. I like Disney, I like musicals, I like noughties and early 2010s music, like music from my childhood. And I like some current songs, but I'm not a big music fan at all. It's just not my thing. Never has been. I've heard of dunting, but I associated it with daring, such as asking, is this dunting or daring? Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Zoe wasn't a fan of Ozzy's music, but loved watching the Osbournes. Though I have very, very close co-workers and we joke around a bit more, but you have to be careful, yeah. No, not here, yeah, doing a little kiss, no problem, yeah. It's just it's like, I wouldn't end, I don't use punctuation in text very much. I wouldn't end it with a full stop, I'd end it with a little kiss. You wouldn't do it to a boss or anything, but a colleague or friend, yeah, no problem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're talking in a professional setting, like writing an email or whatever, you wouldn't put a little kiss at the end of that. That'd be strange. But close friends, colleagues you get along well with, and it does tend to be a younger demographic thing, I think, as well. Yeah, I got what you mean, colleague. It's not college. Is it very quiet today in the UK? I don't know. I didn't even hear that Ozzy Osbourne died in the news. I heard it because people had shared it on Facebook. That's how I get most of my news. So it wasn't even that, but he's not that popular, really. Not anymore, anyway. Maybe in the early 2000s he was probably a bit more popular, but not in this kind of day and age. I can listen to any genre. I can go from classic to heavy metal in 1 second. That's interesting. I very much keep to my vibes, like my pop songs or my throwback tunes, my musical playlists, Disney playlist, and I stick to that. You just had to complete your annual harassment training. I use the smile emote in my emails. Yeah, smile's good as well. Hi Brittany, welcome in. I am not using the polychromos, I am using the albrecht-durers. And I think once I've done all of these flower heads, I will go get some water and activate them and see how that goes. I do it to my male friends like Dan from Colour with Dan. We do kisses all the time. It means nothing. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, on the friend. I wouldn't do it to my male co-workers because I'm not so close with them, but female co-workers I would. X to all my friends across the sea. Kisses. Yeah, little kiss. Jess is colouring with albrecht-durers. Yes. I question if the smile is appropriate sometimes. Not. I mean, it's just a smile. It's just happy. Woo. One of my managers at work today has left, and she ended it with some weird meme. I think of like a SpongeBob character. I thought that was a bit weird and inappropriate because this was in an email to all of the carers that she was working with. I just thought that was a bit odd. But she also sent a message the other week that she got stung by a wasp, and then ended the message with "ta-ta for now," and I was like, what are you doing? This is a professional messaging thing. You're a manager and you're ending it with "ta-ta for now." What is going on? I think it's because she was leaving, she didn't really care anymore. Sad week, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan and Cleo Lane. Yeah, I saw about Hulk Hogan as well. George Michael was UK popular, like Phil Collins. Yeah, those were both very popular artists. My dad loves Phil Collins, one of his faves. I use shits, creeps, memes, but only on Teams messages with certain co-workers. Yeah, I I wouldn't send a meme as a goodbye message to all of the people that worked underneath you. Just weird. Weird, but oh well. She's gone. See, if you're female and my friend, you're lucky because I get on better with men than women. Lol, always have. At school, I would be playing football with the lads or in the library, never been a girly girl. See, I was never a girl that really got on with guys until I went to uni. Nothing against them. I'm not a girly girl, just hung out with people that were more similar to me. The albrecht-durers are the same colours as the polychromos. The difference is the albrecht-durers can be used wet and can be used dry as well. Yeah, so I want to try activating them with water and then see what the colour intensity is like, and maybe I'll do another layer of them on top or do the polys on top. We'll see. I'm going to see how it goes. But they are laying down really nicely on the page. Sorry about Cleo on the news. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Don't know who Amberl is or the Cosby Kid. Yeah, I don't know who those people are. All my peers are female, all my bosses are male. Yeah, our boss is a male at the company. Doesn't do much to kind of keep people in line, but I won't give details. But all the other managers are female. The company that I work for is just the one guy who's in charge of whole Wiltshire. He's male. It can be tough to find your girl tribe, but they're out there. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's tough to make and keep friends. I made friends through school, at uni, and very, very few people I've stayed in contact, and by very few, I mean just one from school. Everyone else fell out of contact with. But that's okay, that's life. Anne was a celebrity chef from Worst Cooks in America. She did a lot of chef's shows. That's probably why I wouldn't have heard of her. Don't watch any American chef shows. Just sat here and I'm like, what is this thing at the front of my top? It's the label. Turns out I've had my top on backwards all day. Oh well. Don't worry, Zoe. I had my polo shirt at work, the inside out of the week. And it wasn't until my 4th call of the day that someone pointed it out to me. She was like, don't you dare turn it back the other way. To be fair, it was a hot day and I'd already sweated on the inside of the shirt, so I didn't want it to be on the outside. So I just left it and I embraced it. And I got home and Mum's like, you know, you've got your shirt on backwards? I'm like, yes, I know. I'm embracing it. There are female managers, but you don't have one on your roster. Yes, I've got you, Zoe. You're my friend. Do you guys use moi as well at the end of a message? Because that's like a kiss. Moi. I was really confused at that message, Zoe. I was like, what the heck is a shirt straw? Short straw. Short my days, getting used to a new G-board. Oh, I'm getting used to mine as well. I got a tablet that came with my new phone for free, basically. I say basically, it did come for free. And it's really like delayed with the typing. It's kind of annoying. So it doesn't register spaces in words a lot of the times, and I press the send button too early, and yeah, it takes a while. Moi is how I would spell that though. Ah. It's read the other part and my little hands are struggling. Oh dear, your little fingies. I say moi to be silly talking to my kids. Cute. Little baby hands. It's funny when Zoe and I go out together, walking around places, I have to be so conscious to walk extra slow because me walking slowly is her walking at a normal pace. Otherwise she has to run to catch up with me, and when I walk alone I walk quite quickly, probably too quickly because I get myself out of breath quite quickly. I'm 5'7" and Zoe is 5 foot or just under 5 foot. Oh, your sausage fingers. Le cocktail sausage. It was in French as well. Why in French? And why type that? It was so horrible, Zoe. I just got a can opener in the mall from Amazon that has at least a 4.5 out of 5 star ratings too. I also got 2 pads of my 9" by 12" mixed media paper that will all be cut and trimmed down to. Lovely stuff. Better than man hands, yeah. 8.5 by 11 for my swatch charts, nice. They can go for a walk, people are rude. Yeah, honestly. I'm literally running behind her, panting out. Zoe is 4'9.5", so yeah, I'm almost a foot taller than her at 5'7". I think the worst was when we went on holiday in December, and the week before I had just been to Longleat Safari Adventure Park with my family, who were all 6 foot plus, all my cousins, and I feel absolutely tiny next to them. And so I was like, gosh, I have to walk quickly to keep up with them. Usually I don't have this problem. And then the next week I went on holiday with Zoe, and I was still in that kind of fast-paced walking mood. And then she was like, slow down. Then when we went on holiday in June, she was like, can I just ask that you walk a bit slowly, please? And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. If I ever do, just tell me to slow down and I will. Because you get used to your own pace of walking and you forget that other people don't have the same length legs as you. Because that's the other thing, I'm 5'7", but I'm mostly leg. Like, my dad's taller than me, but I have the car seat further back than him in the car, because he's got shorter legs than I do. Oh, I've lost where I'm at. You're 5'5", Ashley, average. Yeah, 5'5" is pretty average. Saturn's 5'9", pretty tall. That's wild. How tall is Steve? Yeah, Steve's 6 foot something, isn't he? He's tall. I'm like, okay, we're gonna walk slow, right? Are any cousins older and single? I have a dream to. These cousins that I'm on about, were children. The oldest he was 16 at the time, and the other one was 14. But yeah, she at 14 was 6 foot, and he was 6'4", giants. I do have other cousins, but don't talk to them. You don't need a cousin to move to Britain, though. Just move. Don't know how easy it is to move into here, but just do it. 5'1" here, and husband is 6'1", so he can reach items on top shelves. He walks slow. So you should have told him, at least I have delicious fingers, that will shut them up. Toxic people, yeah. I just said, thank you, treat meanness with kindness. They don't know how to respond then. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll always respond, and little do they know, the engagement actually helps the channel. Something like comments over 5 words really boost your channel and your engagement. So getting nice long comments, thank you very much. If you're spreading hate, whatever. I will never understand people who take time out of their day to spread hate. Your time is so limited and precious in this world. Why do you use it to spread hate when you could just not like something, not enjoy something, not appreciate something? Think it in your head, move on with your life. Close the video, move on. It's when they keep coming back and you just think, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Oh, no children, I need at least 35. Yeah, no, you're not going to get that with my cousins. My oldest cousin is 29. There's quite a few of us which are all similar ages, and I'm 26. So he's the oldest, 3 years older than me. I can't move, I don't perform an essential job, I can't get a visa. Yeah, visas are hard. And moving, like, getting citizenship in another country is such a long, expensive process. I know that. I've seen YouTube videos about it, and British citizenship tests are insane. I think I did it once and I failed, because you can do a practice test online from the government website. And I failed because it's just British history, like what was the name of the person who conquered this place on this date, and what's this country's national flower, know that, but just the most random questions about the history that you don't actually need to know. It's more essential British questions, I think, that you need to know. Oh, my 13-year-old is over 6 feet. Wow. that is tall. I love reading long comments. It's so lovely that they've really watched a video and want to thank you for it, say what they liked, etc. It's so lovely. Completely agree, Zoe. It's always so nice seeing people leave nice long comments about different points in your video as well. Hi Valentina, newbie here. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for joining the stream. Lovely to see you here at Heavenly Blessed Home. Could you 29 be in wild cougar territory? Lol. I also have no contact with that cousin, so I have seen him sort of once in 10 years, every 10 years at my nan and granddad's wedding anniversary every 10 years. Like, we don't keep in contact with them very much. I can keep my citizenship but live elsewhere, yeah. Actually, find anyone, marry them, green card, wait a year or however long you need to and divorce them. I've paid too many taxes over here not to want to keep my US benefits yet. True. Also, most Britons don't know the answers. Exactly, Michelle. Toxic people, I just completely delete them from my life. I don't even try to get along with them. I just block like they never existed. Yeah, I let it go over my head, because I think that's all you can do yourself up online. You can't let it get to your heart, because there's always going to be hateful people. Just focus on the positives. I found that people are so unhappy and they want others to be in the same place as they are. You are right to ignore them. Exactly. Lol, I'd like it to actually work, lol. You could be more picky once you have the green card. Exactly. Exactly. Then you can go browsing. I just want a tall Brit to call me darling, lol. Ah. Exactly, Shannon. I just feel sorry that they have to be nasty. They can't love themselves very much, yeah. I've got too many cousins on my mum's side of the family. My dad's side I have 2 cousins. My mum is the 8th of 13. Wow, that's going to be a ton of cousins. I'm the same as you. I've got 2 cousins on my dad's side of the family, and on my mum's side I've got 7. So 9 in total, so not a crazy amount. But big compared to other families. But my mum's one of 3, so can't imagine how many cousins you've got with 13 siblings creating kids. That's a lot of presents come Christmas for your grandparents. That was all I can think about. I have 2 cousins in the UK, but no idea how they got citizenship. They were both unmarried. Could have been went to school. I say school, went to university here. I know that's often people's sort of way to get citizenship. They go on an education visa and extend it that way by getting jobs and whatnot. I say this from the one American turned British YouTuber that I watched and talked about this process. I have 24 cousins on my mum's side and 5 on dad's side. Wow, that's a big family, that. Moana is my 2nd favourite Disney one I love watching. Oh, I love Moana 2, Trinu. Such a good film, such great songs in it. If you have the generation prior, you can also get a visa. Yeah, Moana has great music, yeah, that's what I love about it. Although Moana 2, what a letdown. Hate that film. Really did not enjoy it. It has to be an amazing sequel for me to like it, because I kind of don't like them just making a sequel for the sake of making a sequel. And Moana 2 was so rushed with the plot because it was meant to be a TV series. The songs were nowhere near as good because they didn't have Lin-Manuel. Yeah, I saw it and I don't recommend it. If you love Moana, just stick with the first one. Oh, Michelle, your Disney inspiration book came today. That came pretty quick, didn't it? Was that less than a week that you said that you ordered that? Felt like it wasn't that long ago. Right, I'm going to be back in just 1 second. I'm going to grab some water. Okay. Oh yeah, Zoe and I have been watching a few Disney movies recently, or colouring Disney pages along with them. It's like a little monthly buddy colour, and there's a few others in the group as well. And she goes, so what are you ranking Moana 2 when we watched it? And I went 4. I was like, I hated it. Yeah, about 5 days. That's really quick, Michelle. You were lucky there. Right, I need a brush now. I'm very sad though. I've lost my like medium brush that I used all the time for lots of colouring on pages. So now my options are this one or this one. That one's too big, that one's too small. I had one in the middle and it was just right, and I've lost it. And I've no idea where it could have gone. Looked everywhere, but it's gone missing. So I think I'm going to need to get a good medium brush because these brushes aren't very good. Bold me. I think I may have got them from Hobbycraft, cheap. Yeah, I'm going to start activating these. Ireland might be easier as they have returning Irish visas if you have Irish ascendants. You're one generation too far out. Zoe gave Moana 2 a 6. She was much more forgiving of it. But then you didn't rate the first Moana film as highly as I did. So I think you didn't have as high expectations going into it as I did with the sequel. It's okay, we're going to a art shop next week. Wait. That's a good point. That's a good point. For reference, this is a 3. What size is this one? A 9. So I want like a 5 or a 6. I'll have a look when we have a little browse, because that'll be good to have at least one thing that I know I want to get, rather than saying, oh, everything's too expensive. But a paintbrush is a nice, easy, cheap thing to get. Fine Tiger have cheap water brushes. Bold Mirror is the Works. Yeah, I was between saying the Works or Hobbycraft. The Works. Ooh. What about Minions, Jess? What do you think about these yellow funny guys? I love the first Despicable Me film. Despicable Me 2 was pretty good. Despicable Me 3, terrible. Watched that in the cinema one year, and so the plot was terrible of that one. And I haven't seen any of the Minions specific films, but the first Despicable Me film is objectively a great film. It's got a really good plot. I think Disney's trying to recover from the remakes, that they are rushing the animated ones out without thinking them through. That's my opinion. Yeah, it's hard, because these animated remakes, sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't, and it kind of doesn't make sense from Disney's point of view, I'm sure. But I think they may have milked the last of the remakes. I'm not sure how many, if any, they're going to do. I think they were talking about doing Tangled live action remake. I think that's been cancelled now. I have a cousin living in London. She is from Norway like me. She moved there to study, met a guy, and now have 2 kids and living her best life. Amazing. Nope, because my faves are far better. Well, yeah, that is your opinion. We all have our own opinions, so we for our favourites. That's the whole point of them being our favourites. We have our own opinions. Because I know some of your favourites are definitely not some of my favourites. I'm very much a Disney Renaissance fan. I love all of those movies. I love a Disney musical. I love the songs. So those will always rate highly for me. My personal favourite Disney film of all time is Lion King. Love that film. I think it's just a true masterpiece of storytelling, music, visuals. It's just perfection. I haven't watched Moana 2 or Frozen 2. I stick to only watching the first movies. Yeah, well, Frozen 2 I didn't hate like I hated Moana 2. I found it a bit stupid. But people love Frozen 2 who like love the original one, and they say that Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1, and I do not agree. For me, I lost it at Kristoff's solo song, Lost in the Woods. I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. It was like a 90s boy band music video, but animated. I cackled through it, and I watched it by myself, and I was just laughing. Like, what am I watching? I love the Beauty and the Beast live action remake. Oh yeah, I did quite like that one as well. Beauty and the Beast is probably my second favourite. It was my favourite as a child. Beauty and the Beast probably. Don't forget I'm from Estonia and have some movies, and Disney don't come very quickly into cinema. That's okay, Trini, don't you worry. I deny the book I'm colouring in. This is Neco's Story of Precious Cats. I got it from Amazon Japan. Apparently you can get it from eBay or other Amazons as well. If you look up Neco Story of Precious Cats, you should be able to find it somewhere. Lion King 2, best second film ever. Nowhere near as good as the first, but that's because they had a much smaller budget. All of those straight to video releases, none of them. But Lion King 2, out of the straight to video sequels, definitely the best. Definitely the best of them. I've seen a few of them. I think I've seen Pocahontas 2, that was terrible. What else have I seen? Not many of them, because if I hear bad things about films, I just don't bother. Oh, hi Vera, welcome in. Michelle, you love you not blah, blah, blah. You love Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is great, love that. Aristocats, oh, we loved Aristocats as kids. Yeah, really enjoyed that film. Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Fox and the Hound, all rate highly for me. Yeah, I knew you'd say Fox and the Hound. You like your animal movies. I don't like Fox and the Hound as much. It's middle for me. I don't hate it, but it just always made me sad, and as a child that's not what I wanted. I didn't want depression in a film. I wanted fun, music, happy. And Zoe's going, into the unknown. You love The Sound of Music. Oh yeah, watched that a lot as a kid as well. One of my mum's favourites. Have I seen K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix? I'm not K-pop fan, so no, I haven't seen that. Beauty and the Beast is your all-time favourite. You loved Ariel, saw it in theatre multiple times. I was never a big Little Mermaid. I like Little Mermaid, but I don't love it like other people love it. Like, it's a lot of people's favourites and favourite Disney princess. She was never that high for me. I liked her, but it was never absolute favourite for me personally. My favourite Disney princess personally is Rapunzel. Really love Tangled. It's up there with one of my favourites from the kind of modern era. Let's talk about Elsa. Yeah, Elsa is a great character. And the whole development of that film was very interesting, how she started out as the villain of the story, and then the songwriters wrote Let It Go and they thought, Elsa can't be the villain anymore, so they completely changed the plot. And wow, what an interesting and different plot for the time it was. Ariel and Cinderella, yeah, my mum loves Cinderella, so we watched that a lot growing up. I also like Cinderella. All-time favourite will be Mulan, not just because it's about romance, it's about growth and family. Yeah, I love Mulan. The music in Mulan is so good. Yeah, really love Mulan. Best Christmas movie? My favourite is Home Alone. Oh, what's my favourite Christmas movie? Oh, Zoe's put the link to the book. Thank you, Zoe. You guys want to check that out? Favourite Christmas movie? I'm struggling to think of any Christmas movies right now. I can't think. I think because I'm not in the right mindset. We love Elf. Love that one. I can't even think of any others. I'm sure other people will name a bunch and I'll be like, oh yeah, of course. I remember going to see The Lion King when it was released in the cinemas 31 years ago. Yeah, I was not even a thought in my parents' mind 31 years ago. But I can imagine seeing it for the first time and just being like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I've seen the stage show for it and gosh, that was incredible. So good. You liked Sword in the Stone, feeling like Madame Mim was the most hilarious character. You like The Great Mouse Detective. Oh, it's a very unknown Disney film, but it was one that we watched a little bit as kids. It wasn't one of our favourites, mainly because Ratigan was quite scary. Haven't watched it in absolutely ages. Can barely remember the plot, other than it's a very loose kind of Sherlock Holmes inspired story. Heads up if I go quiet for a bit, certain cheesy shows just starting. Zoe's watching Love Island. I keep losing where I am in the chat. Bella's your fave. Oh, Robin Hood is a favourite. Yeah, love Robin Hood. I love how your sunflowers are looking. You're off, but look forward to seeing the page progression. Thanks for joining us, Lena. And Vera's leaving again. You're too tired. Oh, no worries, Vera. Have a good sleep. Muppets Christmas Carol. I love Muppets Christmas Carol. I get really sad if I haven't seen Muppets Christmas Carol for the Christmas season. It's one of my go-to Christmas films that I have to watch each year. I love the music of it, and the songs really get in my head. My favourite fairy tale based show is Once Upon a Time. I loved Once Upon a Time. So I did say this earlier in the stream, but me and my mum call each other dearie, and that started from Once Upon a Time from Robert Carlyle. Oh, you've got that autographs as tattoos. That's so cool. They and Emily de Ravin, that Rumpel was my favourite couple. Like, very toxic, very strained relationship, but I loved their couple. I loved the first probably 4 seasons, and then it went very downhill very quickly, as a lot of TV shows do. But the first 3 seasons were absolutely amazing. Great telly. I watched it a lot during school when I was studying for exams. I remember doing art projects, watching full seasons of Once Upon a Time. Really loved that show. Oh, I've lost where I am. One of my faves to watch at Christmas is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I've literally never seen that in my life. I've also never seen, what's another, It's a Wonderful Life, never seen that. And Miracle on 34th Street, another classic Christmas, never seen that. There's quite a few classic Christmas films that I've just never seen. I very much like watching the same ones over and over again. Does somebody know why July is sometimes called Christmas month? So Christmas in July is kind of just the fact that it's halfway to Christmas, and it's a celebration of Christmas in the summer months. Often parks around the world will be announcing their Christmas events in July, kind of thing, doing previews and stuff like that. It's not a major thing, it's just like a, oh yeah, Christmas in July, let's do some Christmassy things to spread that Christmassy love throughout the year a little bit more. Adam Mim's awesome. I've never seen The Rescuers. I think I would love it though, and I will definitely want to watch it eventually. It's been on my list for a while. It's just one of the very few Disney classic movies I haven't seen, because I have seen a lot of them. I have seen a lot, especially sort of anything Renaissance period and earlier. I've seen a majority of them. It's when you get to the modern, like early 2000s films where they went very experimental. I haven't seen a lot of them, but everything pre that, I've seen a lot of Disney films. Hi everyone, just popping on. I'm Monica, totally new to colouring, trying to get the hang of things by watching all things YouTube, so I'm not a stalker, just a curious newbie who wants to learn. Welcome Monica, lovely to have you join us, and thanks for saying hi in chat, it does mean a lot. Oh, hi Polly, bit late joining, but you've been out to see Fantastic Four. Oh, let us know, how was the movie? I keep seeing things about it, and it's been the only Marvel movie that I've been vaguely interested in. But I won't go to the cinemas to see it because cinema's expensive. I'll wait for Disney Plus, but it does seem pretty cool. I mean, it's got Pedro Pascal in it. Love Pedro Pascal. Christmas film, It's an Oldie, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, and Miracle on 34th Street, both ones I haven't seen before. Catherine is off. Thanks for joining, Catherine. You need some more painkillers. Lucifer is so good. I was in bits at the end. It's on the wheel, The Rescuers. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing The Rescuers pop up. For me, Christmas is 23rd of December. Oh, so you celebrate Christmas on a different day, because for us in the UK, and I know in America as well, we celebrate Christmas on the 25th. That is Christmas Day, and Christmas Eve is the 24th. Oh, about the Fantastic Four film, it's different, but I think if you're a Marvel fan, people will enjoy it. It's kind of what you would expect from a Marvel film. Ah, that's good. Because since Endgame, I haven't really watched many Marvel films. The multiverse thing is too much. It's too much. The time travel in Endgame was too much for my brain. I just like fun superhero things that all slightly connect, but not necessarily. The run-up of films before Infinity War and Endgame were just amazing, and it was so fun to watch them all in like chronological order when I did, because I was very late to the game with Marvel. But since then, I just haven't been as interested. Oh, hi Lucy. Sorry I didn't see you there. Hi, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I have to say, these pencils activated are super bright and vibrant. Really like that. I think I might just add the tiniest bit of added shadow on top when I come to do my shading, but for the base it's almost perfect. Like, you could leave it as it is, but I just want to add a little bit of extra shadow and contrast to it. I'm interested in Pedro Pascal, lol. Yep. Same. Gonna have to think about what colours I want to use for these stems and leaves soon. Pedro Pascal is going to be a skin in Fortnite. Lovely. Never played Fortnite. This week I've started listening to the audiobook for Sunrise on the Reaping, and oh my gosh, I'm loving the book. I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy the audiobook, and I definitely need to be doing something where I concentrate on what I'm listening to. I can't be scrolling and listening, because if I'm reading something I'm not taking in what I'm listening. But colouring, it's great. For being in the car, it's great. And prepping for making meals, I'm really enjoying listening to the audiobook, and the story is really captivating, and like the pacing of it I think is really good. I'm really enjoying the book, and it's just getting me excited for the film that's coming out next year. I think it seems like they're doing a really great job, and it's interesting now knowing the casting details and how that relates to the characters, and actually learning more bits about them. The story is very different from what I imagined. I thought it was just going to be Haymitch's games and that was going to be it, but no, it's a lot more layered and detailed than that. It's really cool. Really like it. Right, let us get some greens. What pencils am I using? I'm using the albrecht-durers. I've been having so much fun with Neo colours these days. I feel they're so forgiving and fun to blend with, and they blend with so well. I still haven't used any. I've got 3 blues that have just been sitting here waiting for me to use them one day. One day I will, because I need to see if I actually like them before getting a bigger set at all. A useless piece of information about Pedro Pascal. He used to be on an advert for the Count of Monte Cristo sherry on the Great Movies channel. Bit random, yeah. Totally random. Before he became famous on The Last of Us. See, I'd argue he was famous before Last of Us in Game of Thrones. That's when I first heard of him and saw of him. I mean, he's been famous for a long time. Oh, he was epic on Game of Thrones. Such a good character portrayal. Do I sometimes use watercolours? Very, very occasionally. I have a set of yellowish watercolours that they sent me, and I still haven't been brave enough to use them fully in colouring books yet, but I'll get there, I'll get there. Still experimenting and trying, but yeah, it's been nice using watercolours in here, and wow, it has taken it absolutely perfectly. Not even a bit of crinkling, which is sad because I do like the crinkle off the paper, but yeah, I mean, I tried to do a light touch of water, but wow, this paper is really good for water mediums, I will tell you that. Alright, let's get some pencils for the green. I think I'm going to do my favourite kind of olivey greens. You will love the Neo colours. Jess, I was skeptic too, but I'm using them in Sargon and I love them. Ooh, that is good to know. As you know, I'm doing a full book colour along for Sargon. Which reminds me, if anyone in the chat here is a member and isn't a part of my Instagram group, go on my posts, scroll down to when I did the post last week about members joining a Instagram group chat, and just pop your Instagram handle then, and then I'll add you to the chat, and that's for all members, not just those of you in the highest tier. I gave up on Game of Thrones, so never knew who was in it. Yeah, he was in season 3 or 4, I can't remember. I want to say 4, and he was only in it for 1 season because, spoiler alert, he died in quite an epic way, but yeah, he was only in it for 1 season. Pretty sure it was season 4 actually. I was a big Game of Thrones fan until the final season when they ruined it, and I haven't rewatched it since. I should rewatch it because I've rewatched the early seasons many times. You've used Neo colours in Daydreams recently and love it. Yeah, I just need to use them. I just need to do it. You know what I mean? Just need to pick a page and go, okay, I'm going to use water on this page, so I'm going to use Neo colour 2s here, and just do it. And I just haven't yet. That's my problem. I just haven't yet. Alright, how do I want to do these leaves? I think I'll do the shadow on the other side. And by shadow I mean the darker colour. You never watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, and I completely understand and appreciate that. If you don't like gore, do not watch it. Do not watch it. People talking about Fortnite. Never the sort of game for me, but that's okay. You've not watched Game of Thrones, but I've read book 1 and it was awesome, but it's a book that won't end. Yeah, I have the book set. It's funny, when I bought the book set, he still hasn't released the last book. That's the thing, that's why the season flopped so badly, because they didn't have the source material to base it off. They just made it up, the showrunners, and that's when it went downhill. I don't know if because of that, George R. R. Martin can't be bothered to do another book. Probably. He did the House of Dragon, but no Game of Thrones book 7 or 6. 6, yeah. You like gore and battle and fantasy. Yeah, I mean, the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones are just incredible TV. Incredible, like, production-wise, characters, acting, everything is amazing. And then the plot goes downhill. Really, really does. There were 2 more books left, not 1. Yes, because they finished on series 8. 7 and 8 had no source material to base it off. So 6 was the last. The book's near me. Some of them were split into 2. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 books. I think 3. Or did they extend it? Because there was season 6, 7 and 8. Or am I making up 8? I don't know, it feels like ages ago that it was released and that I was really into it. And I just completely lost my interest on the last season. Same with the whole series is spoiled by the internet. I didn't want to watch it anymore. Yeah. That is the trouble, like, with the amount of deaths that are in the series. It was hard to not have spoilers. Really hard. I think I watched it way too young. I started watching it when I was about 14, 15 and became instantly obsessed with it. I think at that point, season 4 had just been released when I started watching. And I remember finishing school one day and watching season 3 in one day after school and regretting that decision because I was up till like 3 AM. They are long episodes. Here's 2 more books to write. Polly needs to go and give my guinea pigs their tea. Thanks, Polly, for joining. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, I was really disappointed by the last season. Yeah, it was just... If they just didn't do one thing and make one of the characters go mad, literally, it would have been fine. It would have been good. But they just ruined it with this one character's decisions. And unfortunately it ruined it for a lot of the fandom. But because of how well Game of Thrones was adapted into a series by HBO, has me extremely hopeful for the Harry Potter series, and that is going to be a very faithful adaptation of the book with this series that they're creating. Because even though it ended badly, you can't deny that they did a great adaptation from book to film, and they had a lot of source material to go through. So those books are long books. Is tea like a real meal or just a snack you have daily? Tea is an evening meal, like dinner. Yeah, it's dinner. Tea, dinner, supper all mean the same thing. Your evening meal. We call it... I grew up calling it tea, but as I got older, I usually say dinner now when I'm talking to people, but I'll say tea at home because that's what my mum and dad use. It is quite a regional thing in the UK. I believe the north and like southwest use tea, like southeast and eastern parts of England use dinner. I don't know who uses supper. But the confusing is some people will say breakfast, dinner, tea. In fact, that's what my parents have often called it. Oh, ready for dinner? And they mean lunch. And I'll then go, oh, what's for dinner? Oh, you mean lunch? What? So yeah, tea means dinner, dinner means lunch. And supper can also mean dinner. Lots of different names. Afternoon tea is a treat made of sandwiches, scones and snacks and cakes. Yes, so it's more like very much a treat thing, afternoon tea. It's not something we have every day. And then cup of tea is just a cup of tea that you may have some biscuits with in the afternoon for a snack. But tea is a meal. You use tea or dinner in Scotland, yeah. Even the actors were shocked with the bad ending. Oh gosh, I loved Emilia Clarke's reactions to like, so how does your character, and she has such expressive facial expressions with her eyebrows. And she'd just be like, yeah, it's interesting. It's funny looking back now. I have heard that England is all about drinking tea at 5 o'clock. Trenu, we drink tea all day, every day. Well, in my house, we tend to drink tea all day from morning until tea time, like dinner time. And then we will stop, but most people drink it all throughout the day. With your breakfast, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all throughout the day. We used to have breakfast, dinner and tea as well, yeah. Yeah, Lucy, we can drink tea all day long. We can and we do. I thought tea was a snack. No, yeah, tea is a meal for a lot of people. Supper is only used in the south, lol. It's dinner everywhere else. Ah. So there you go. Yeah, I would call supper more of like an evening snack. Like my nan and granddad will have supper. Oh, what they have actually is breakfast. Then they have a snack at 11 o'clock, 11sies. That's a thing that we have, 11sies, where it's like a mid-morning snack. Then you have lunch. Then you have your afternoon snack. Then you have your tea. And then you have your supper as an evening snack of like crisps, a biscuit, crackers. What else do they have? Sometimes they'll have a bowl of cereal. But yeah, they have a lot of meals and a lot of snacks. You were getting confused about tea and afternoon tea, but you get it. Yeah, afternoon tea is not something we do in our homes really. It's something you go out for a special occasion. Usually on one of those big like platters, like tiered cake stands, and you've got all sorts of goodies on it. Very expensive, so very much a treat. You do afternoon tea for your birthday every year. Oh, that's cute. Supper for us is a wee snack before bed. Yeah, same Audrey. That's what I would call supper. High tea is posher, I believe. Yeah, high tea is kind of what the upper class would have, like the royals sort of thing. I was about to say the Queen. We don't have a Queen anymore. Well, we do, but not Liz. Not Elizabeth. Yeah, high tea is more what the royals would have. A bit of high tea in the garden. But what the hell is this time of day and where is it coming from? I don't know where you got we have tea at 5 o'clock, because I don't know of that anywhere here. Or anyone that does that. Some people eat their tea / dinner at 5 o'clock. Often it's elderly people. A lot of elderly people eat their tea at sort of like 4 - 5 o'clock. I say this as a carer who knows of a lot of elderly people. They eat like hobbits, they are real. Yeah, yeah. Isn't she a queen consort, not a queen? Yeah, Raven. She's... I don't like how the media go, oh, here's the queen today. I'm like, she's a queen, but she's not the queen. You know what I mean? Like, we have the king, Charles, and then Camilla is his queen. Like, she's not the queen, the queen. I don't know, I can't explain it. It's all semantics, it's all just language and what people call each other and traditions and customs and whatnot. What's my favourite tea? I just like normal English breakfast. That's what majority of us drink when we say tea, is just English breakfast tea. Builder's brew. Although, as a treat, I like a biscuit tea. Like a caramelised biscuit tea. Oh, that's my little treat tea. Sort of, kind of a biscuity, toffee kind of flavour to it. It's really nice. We eat at 5 PM, so I guess we're elderly then, 68 and 75. No comment, Audrey. I mean, some people do. I had a friend at uni who would start making her tea sort of 5:30, and you'd think, oh god, it's way too early for that. She's queen consort in my eyes. Queen Elizabeth II didn't like her and said that she would be queen consort. Yeah, there was a lot of talks that she wouldn't be called the queen at all, but of course the only person who didn't want that was the queen, who was dead by the time she became that, and so there wasn't really much control over that. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy around Charles and Camilla because, wow, if you've watched The Crown, you know sort of bits about the royal family and the weirdness surrounding their relationship. There is only one yeah. How to make yourself full from drinking tea on an empty stomach. She'll never be the queen, just a queen consort, same as how Chinese emperors had consorts, yeah. And well, I think it's wrong, the fact that you can have the monarch, which is the queen, and a monarch, which is the king, but the queen's husband can't be called king, but the king's husband can, not husband, king's wife can be called queen. I think that's wrong in this day and age. I think the fact that he was Prince Philip, I think that was a nice title for him. Although Princess Camilla, hate the sound of that. Yeah, I agree with you. Queen Consort seems a better title for her, for Camilla. Camilla. Oh yeah. Everyone loved Princess Diana. Usually you drink tea at winter time to get warm. See, here we drink it all year round. A lot of people, even in the height of summer, my parents included, will drink tea. I can't drink hot drinks when it's 30 degrees outside. I just can't. But when it's sort of mid-20s, I can still drink a tea. Just not when it's insanely hot. Catherine will be Queen Catherine, and that feels right. Queen Catherine, yes. I think also the difference is the fact that Camilla isn't mother of any prince or princesses, whereas Diana was. She was married into it and came from a divorced relationship, which in this day and age doesn't mean anything really, but back then it was a big hoo-ha. Whereas Catherine is the mother of Prince George and Louis and Princess Charlotte, so Queen seems a more befitting title. In my eyes, anyway. I mean, it really just doesn't matter. Diana gave as, yeah, exactly. In Norway, everyone has dinner between 4 till 6 p.m. Here, I'd say dinner is, for most people, around 5 till 7, maybe 8 p.m. some households. Most I know, well, in my house we try and eat between sort of 6 and 7 p.m. So we'll start thinking, oh, it's tea time at 6 o'clock and start making it then, and then whenever it's ready is when we eat. You have dinner at 2 p.m. when work is over. Yeah, for me, I get a bit out of sync with meal times with my work. Because if I'm doing a morning shift, that's 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. And if I'm doing an evening shift, that's 4 till 10 p.m. But often I'll finish around 9ish. So I'll come home and have a small meal, maybe leftovers for what my parents have had, pick up a McDonald's on the way home. Sometimes I'll just have a crumpet, like little snack. In the US, people eat 24/7 depending on your job. I work on a different time zone, so I eat at 5 p.m, but it's really 2 p.m. my time. That is confusing. Moana 3 is coming out. I did hear that there was a third film confirmed, because they kind of left Moana 2 up in the air. I don't know if I'll watch the third one though, because I didn't like the second one very much, but who knows. Oh, hello, ALLJ Art. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for joining us on stream. Is a crumpet like an American English muffin? No. I will show you what a crumpet looks like. Let me switch over. I will show you a crumpet. Crumpet. So they are a type of yeasty pancake. What does this say? Oh, I've gone off it. A yeasted griddle cake similar to a pancake. It's really not like a pancake. They have like holes in it. Oh, can you see? No. Yes? Yes, you can. So crumpets have like holes in them. You often will put butter on them. I like putting cheese on them or jam. And oh, I can't really explain the taste, but they have a very airy texture. Like you can see, there's lots of sort of holes and air pockets in the middle. It really is not an English muffin. An English muffin's more bready, more doughy. This is firmer, much firmer than a English muffin. English muffin. Yeah, an English muffin, it's a lot breadier, whereas it's a lot firmer, a crumpet. It's very hard to explain it. You kind of don't know until you have it, and you put a crumpet in a toaster, you toast it, and it gets all crispy on the outside and fluffy in the middle, but not soft and fluffy like bread. It's very unique. It's very unique. Yeah, that's my vague explanation of a crumpet. Yeah, a muffin is completely different, because we do have muffins here for McDonald's, McMuffins, and you wouldn't replace a crumpet for a muffin. That would be really weird. It would be very like stodgy. But you kind of have a crumpet like, and you put on it whatever you'd put on toast really. Toast it in the toaster. nice lunch or snack. Crumpets taste way better than English muffins. It is hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, because I know what you mean by like the holy texture, but it's complete. Like a muffin is more like bread, whereas a crumpet is more doughy. It doesn't have that bread texture. It's a crumpet texture. You want one? Send a box. I don't know how you would make one. Because I don't know of anyone that makes their own crumpets from scratch. There's definitely something you'd buy from a shop, because they're quite, I think, specific probably how to make it. Pretty sure they did it as a technical challenge on Bake Off one year though. I feel like that's something they did. Stodgy is also a British word. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it, stodgy. Our English muffins don't have holes in them. Yeah, they're more just bread. Yeah, they did do it on Bake Off, yeah. You can make it. You went to pastry sort. Well, find a recipe and see how you describe it. Because it's hard to describe. A crumpet's like a crumpet. They're so unique. Let's make it proper British like. You could even put Marmite on it. That's another topping that people put on crumpets. Bit of Marmite. Go the full British way. Not everyone does. Most people will just put butter on a crumpet. I just got the last. Oh, missed a little bit behind here. No thank you on Marmite, fair enough. You can buy crumpets at Trader Joe's if you have one where you live. The closest thing we have to a crumpet here in Georgia is the Baileys in the refrigerator. I can't eat these anymore as I had to go gluten-free on top of being dairy-free. These things are little these days. Nancy Birtwhistle makes her own crumpets. There we go. Got to check out your Trader Joe's for some British crumpets. I recommend toasting them with a bit of butter. If you fancy a sweet treat, go for a bit of jam, or jelly, as you would call it in the US. Marmite is another can of worms. Yeah, absolutely. The classic, do you love it or do you hate it? I am neutral. I like it okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's fine. The key is to spread it thinly though. You enjoy it with lemon jam. Ooh. I don't associate lemon being with jam. I just think of lemon curd. But that would be nice as well. Oh, you're the same, Lucy. You don't love it, you don't hate it. It's just, it's fine. It's not something I'd choose, but if it was my only choice, I'd have it. Cheese and Marmite, yep, nice. I'll tell you something I do love, a cheese and Marmite scone. That is delicious. Because we like making our own scones, and by we, I mean my dad. He makes scones in the air fryer, and we tend to have cheese scones with a variety of different extra bits with it. Sometimes we'll have sun-dried tomatoes with them, sometimes they'll just be like cheese and herb. We do cheese and Marmite, which is my favourite. Or like some goat's cheese. Yeah, we love homemade cheese scones with some homemade soup. We have it quite a lot. Oh god, poultry, not thinly, a thick dollop of butter. Oh, for butter on your crumpet. Yeah, you do a lot of butter on the crumpet, but I'm on about the Marmite. Don't do the Marmite for thick leaf, because that's a lot. That's a lot of yeast. Lemon curd is bomb. Yeah, lemon curd is nice. Marmalade, yeah, marmalade's good. Nutella would be good on a crumpet as well. Little chocolatey treat. Marmite. Yeah, I mean, I understand why people don't like it. It is a very strong flavour, very strong. But it's a very savoury flavour. And it's good to put in like thick sauces and things like that. I know people sometimes do, or like in a stew, put a dollop of Marmite in it. Oh, hi Kaz, thanks for joining. Don't worry about being late. I did notice when I was setting up the stream today that for some reason, whenever I set a stream for YouTube, the first time I set it, it goes for midnight the following day. And I'm just like, why? Even though I purposely go in and I set the day and I set the time, it will like revert back immediately. So I had to edit that. And that was about half an hour before. But the time I do it will always be 7:30, which was about 2 hours ago. So 2 hours ago your time is the time I like to stream. Yeast spread. I mean, it does sound gross, doesn't it? But that literally is Marmite. It is yeast in a spread. Thick yeast. The Italian company behind Nutella now has a plant-based vegan Nutella spread, which is good for people allergic to milk, but I need to check and see if it's gluten-free before I buy any online to try. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's good that a lot of these companies are making vegan alternatives which are good for people who are lactose intolerant, can't have dairy. And you'd think it would be gluten-free, but the amount of things that have gluten in that you don't expect and you don't realise until you know someone in your life or you are yourself gluten-free. One of my friends is. And yeah, the amount of weird things that you wouldn't expect to have gluten in them is kind of crazy. It's very, very limiting. If you don't have Nutella, then you do chocolate and white bread. Oh yeah, a bit of chocolate spread. You adore Marmite, Kaz? Someone told me last night that it was 2 PM BST, lol. Don't know who said that. I don't know, is it 2 PM for anyone in chat at the moment? It's always been 7:30 BST for me. Oh, hi Girl on Fire. Hello, welcome in. Twister ice lollies. I love a Twister. They're now vegan, that's good. Because there's so many things which like don't need to have dairy in, and you take away the dairy and it still tastes just as good. And you think, why can't more things be like this? You're 1 hour ahead in the time zone for Raven. It's 11:30 PST, 4:40 for Girl on Fire. You may have misread the time zone. Yeah, it's an easy thing, easy mistake to make. I was in Amy's stream last night. I was there trying to do the mental maths of working out, okay, so in September her clocks go forward, in October ours go back, so how does that change stream time? And I couldn't for the life of me work it out, so I ended up googling it. But it just means that when our clocks go back in the UK and hers have gone forward in autumn, sort of October-y time, It means that the stream times are better aligned between the UK and New Zealand. Oh. Let's chat. I noticed if I eat foods with wheat or gluten in them, later in the day I wake up with severely stuffy nostrils, or it takes place later in the afternoon after the night I eat the foods in the day with wheat or gluten in them. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta listen to your own body and do what makes it happy. More of an intolerance rather than a allergy or celiac disease, which makes me very, very ill. It's 10:40 for Raven. My phone died when I asked, so I quickly scrolled back and looked at it a bunch of times. Ah, I see. Your BST is you live in Scotland. Ah, so yeah, you're the same as me, so it'd be 7:30 p.m. Just works well for me, as I usually eat around 6:30ish. Gives me time to eat and then set up. You could do all of them, you have them on your work computer. What is my favourite chocolate? Milk, dark or white? I might like all day, every day chocolate would be milk. I don't really like dark chocolate, but I do love white chocolate as like a little treat. Sometimes it could just be a bit too sweet, but milk chocolate I could eat so much of. It's definitely my favourite. Oh, Michelle, you're off as you're exhausted. No worries. Have a good sleep, Michelle. See you soon. I know the gluten intolerance and celiac disease runs on my mum's side of the family. I could just also be allergic to wheat. Yeah, it's worth seeing your doctor and doing tests about it. Or, I mean, just avoiding it as well. That works. Do you have a set date and time for your lives? So the plan is to do every Friday at 7:30 p.m. BST. I've lost my paintbrush. Where's it gone? Oh, here it is. And then I may do an extra one Wednesday or Thursday if I'm so inclined. But I try and schedule it a couple of hours before on my channel if YouTube schedules it properly for me. Actually does the right time, but I'll always put on the thumbnail and in the title what day and time it is. I just realised I'm colouring in much darker light than what I started. Yeah, I do that too. When I'm streaming, I'll be like, oh, behind me is totally dark now and I need to turn my light on, and you don't realise. Your eyes kind of just adapt. Like, oh, I can't see this. Oh wait, let me turn this on. That helps. That helps. Yes, white chocolate all the way. Yeah, I love white chocolate. The YouTube notification today was saying 1 AM, so I got confused. That's why I asked in the group. Yeah, and I didn't realise it was wrong until I went to set up my live and I was like, dang it, it's saying like midnight or whatever time it was. But it was tomorrow the 26th. And I was just like, it does that all the time. And usually I notice it once I've done it, but I didn't double check this time. But I'll set it for the right time. I'll set it for 7:30, but it will just jump to like a automatic time, which happens to be like midnight or 1 AM. Really annoying. You have to go now, Lucy. Take care, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. And Wednesday too, please. Yeah, I will try Wednesdays. This week I wasn't feeling my best on Wednesday night, so that's why I didn't pop on. But if I'm feeling good and up to streaming, I will hop on. Because I work Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. So Wednesday I'm free all day and won't be tired from work, but I just wasn't feeling my best Wednesday, so I didn't stream that week, but I might next week, see how I'm feeling. Wednesday and Thursday too. Yeah, I'm thinking of testing Thursday because I usually work Thursday mornings, so usually I have enough energy by the evening, but Tuesday I always work in the evening, so definitely can't do that. And Saturdays I wouldn't be able to reliably say the time because it's kind of every other week I do Saturday morning or evening. It changes each week. But I could probably try and commit to Wednesday and Friday. I'm the only one who does Wednesdays though. Wow. Only just started, but yeah. Wednesdays could be good. And it'll be good that if I'm feeling up to it on a Wednesday and I don't necessarily feel up to it on a Friday, then at least I did Wednesday, sort of thing. I'm finding this pigment is moving a lot more on the green. I think I must have used more pressure because I've got more pigment that's moving around on my brush. You want them all. My job is a carer, so I travel to different people's houses and give them care in their homes. So some days can be more draining than others. Some days I finish work and I have loads of energy, other days I have no energy, so it's a bit variable. How have I been feeling? Oh, I read that as just my general life. How have I been feeling about my lives? My lives are alright. I mean, my life in general is good. My life in general is good at the moment, but live streaming I've also been really enjoying. I haven't found them stressful at all. I found them so much fun, chatting and colouring with you all, and it's been good opportunity to delve into some books that I don't necessarily have planned as buddy colours. I don't know if that will continue to be the theme for my lives, where it's extra pages that I don't have planned for the month that are just for... I know that I will just be colouring the page on live, or mainly on live. They do a tiny bit of extra shading off camera or white paint pen details, etc., but the main page itself will be coloured all on live. I'm not sure if I will do buddy colours or just keep it to special extra live stream pages, because I think that's a fun idea. I am not planning to finish this page today. I am planning to finish the leaves and then I will wrap up for the evening, as it's getting to 10 to 10 p.m. and I don't have work early tomorrow, which is good, but I do have work tomorrow and my parents will be coming up to bed soon. And as I am upstairs, I don't want to be disturbing them when they're trying to go to sleep. Yeah, I do like you back. I do, Ashley. Honestly, I come off the streams and I feel so happy. I spend most of the stream with a smile on my face because it's so fun colouring and chatting at the same time. And I definitely enjoy it a lot more than colour-alongs. Definitely. Because I can find them quite lonely in a way, just sitting in a silent room colouring and talking about what I'm doing and trying to think of things to say. keep doing it for my members, but I think instead of doing colour alongs on YouTube for everyone else, I will just do lives instead. It's working better for me. I think I might introduce the Bumblebee Buddies idea back again, where you guys vote on a book and on a page, and then we can colour it together. If you finish it, you could either send it to me on email, or you can post it in my community tab, because that is open for any of you to post things that you've been inspired by my channel. To go on my community tab, love to see it. So I think that'll be a nice way to bring back Bumblebee Buddies, to colour the same page together, but I don't have the added pressure of doing another colour along in a month. Gun on Fire, you're a part-time cashier, self-checkout cashier at Walmart. Yeah, I used to work in food and beverage before I was a carer. So I worked at a local safari park called Longleat, which is a really, really nice place to visit as a guest. But working food and beverage is working food and beverage. It's stressful and busy and dead, and I've much more enjoying my life as a carer now than I did before. And before that I worked at McDonald's, which was fine. Again, very, very busy. But yeah, care has given me a lot more joy in my working life. You're not sure if you're here next time, Trini. Your sister's coming home from Australia. You take your time with your sister. Don't you worry about not being here for a live. It's lovely to have you join us and chatting, but you've got to put your life first. You really do. And you've got to spend some nice quality time with your sister. Oh, lovely. You all like being here with my lives. That's good to hear. Because it is a very scary thing starting it. And well, I was blown away on my first live stream. I had a max of like 50 something viewers at one time, and I could not believe that when I finished. In my head I thought about 20, and that I would have been really happy with, and 50 I was just like, wow, could not believe it. Yeah, I love getting on tangents, talking about all sorts of different things, British culture, food, talking about our lives together, chatting and colouring. It's just a nice vibe, nice time. And I think I'm getting better at colouring whilst chatting now. You bought Minimania so you can buddy. Lovely. We are almost at the end of Complete Minimania, and I will give you guys a spoiler. I am not doing Complete Minimania 2, I'm afraid. If anyone else wants to host that, you go ahead. You have my full permission and blessing. Not that I own the book, Gabby Wolf does. But if you want to do a full book colour along hashtag on Instagram, please go ahead. I don't want to do that book anymore. I might do something else. Not sure what. But after doing Minimania, I need something different for me. I was way behind on my own hashtag, but it's been so lovely seeing people who actually do keep up to date with it. And I do have complete Zodiac miniatures. That will be ongoing for the next couple of years to finish that book, and I am keeping up with that one. I'm not sure if I'll do another one. Maybe see about books being released later this year. Not sure yet. Or if I'll do something different entirely. Lulu May's Scavenger Hunt will be staying. I was thinking about retiring that and doing something different, but I got a new wave of inspiration recently and I'm going to keep it. May have some repeating prompts, but I think that's okay. And I'm going to go from 4 a month to 3 a month, just because I think that will be more manageable. It's 1 less prompt a month, so 12 less to think of in a year. So yeah, looking forward to that next year. Got got a lot of respect for carers. My 2 brothers have carers, both are autistic. One of them has special needs and complex medical problems. Yeah, it is nice being a carer. You do feel a sense of accomplishment when you go to work. The majority of people I care for are those with the elderly people who have limited mobility, other people with long-term conditions that limit their mobility as well. Those tend to be the kind of clients I have within my care company. But sometimes you are the only person they see all day, so it's a really meaningful job, really is. You're way better at talking and colouring. Good. I'm trying my best. It may mean that I'm a bit slower at reading the chat and not, but even then, sometimes the messages come through so quickly it takes me a while to get through them. But I'm trying to sort of read a comment, chat and colour at the same time, and it's getting easier. It's getting easier. It takes a bit of practice, but what doesn't in life? Everything gets easier with a bit of practice. You have to go back to work next week after a year of maternity leave. I'm trying to get Friday nights off, so hopefully we'll be able to catch lives. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, it's good to have a bit of a nice schedule where you know you have a certain day off in a week. And I think if anyone can afford to work part-time, it is so worthwhile. I live with my parents, so I have the luxury of being able to work part-time and being able to live. With health reasons as well, mental health struggles, chronic fatigue, it does limit my ability to work more, and it is a tiring job. It really is. Does England also have its own illustrator who draws colouring books? England has a bunch of illustrators. I say a bunch. Johanna Basford is one. Is Millie Marotta? I just feel like Millie Marotta is quite a British sounding name. But I'm just making that up. I say a lot. I kind of can't think of any now. Because we're quite fortunate that colouring book artists are very much spread out across the world. You don't have a bunch of American artists. You've got Swedish, Japanese, Korean, Polish, like Belgian, German. You've got so many countries represented within the colouring book artist community. Yeah, Scotland. Johanna Basford is from Scotland. I love her little Scottish accent. I think she's from Aberdeen, isn't she? So it's more of a high-pitched Scottish accent. There's like a variety of different Scottish accents, as I'm sure Audrey knows and will tell you. Germany have Rita Berman, Sweden have Hannah Carlson. What about England? Yeah, Millie Marotta is based in Britain. Yeah, is it just me, or is Millie quite a British name? Do you have it in other countries? Is it common in America? It just feels quite British to me, Millie. Jamie Courtier the Wildergorn lives in the West Country, Devon or Dorset. Ah, a fellow West Countryman. I did live in Dorset for a couple of years, literally 2 years. My grandma lives in Dorset, so I am fairly familiar with a lot of Dorset. I lived in a tiny, tiny village down by the sea. That was when I was about 13 to 15-ish. We lived there. And then we came back to Wiltshire. Just happened to be the way. Audrey was born in Aberdeen, and Angie was born in Glasgow. ALLJ was born between Edinburgh and Glasgow, so she has slang from both sides and no one can place where you're from. Oh, hi Monica, welcome in. You just got this book and haven't coloured in it yet. I'll have to go back and watch from the beginning. Lovely, lovely. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, first page in this book. I am using the albrecht-durers pencils. I'm really enjoying them. In fact, I am about to wrap up. I've got a couple more leaves I need to activate. In fact, I've missed one up here. What's the time? 10 o'clock. Yeah. I might do these bits of grass with you as well, and then I will wrap up because I don't feel ready to finish yet. I don't want to stop, but I do need to stop soon. Yeah, I haven't been much in the mood this week for making videos. As someone who does have mental health struggles, depression, anxiety, I go through phases with YouTube where some weeks I'll be really motivated to create, other weeks where I'm not feeling it, and this is one of those weeks I'm not feeling it. And if I'm not, I don't force it. I don't force it. I have been prepping and planning for my how to make a YouTube video. I think that'll be coming out early July because a lot of the questions are about editing, and I think it would be good for me to include clips of me editing my completed pages video, as that's probably the type of video that has the most I do for editing, and it will be the most useful to see in the video. But I've got a list of bullet points of questions you guys have asked on my community tab when I did that post, and so I've been prepping for that. It's definitely going to be a bit of a passion project, and I don't know how popular it will be, but it'll be a nice reference for people if they ever have questions about what I do, what I use, equipment, editing software. I can just refer them to the video, which will be really helpful for me as well. Millie Marotta lives in Tenby. Kaz is a Londoner but lived in Essex. I used to travel to Essex quite a lot. I had a ex-boyfriend lived there. Tell you what, getting on the M4 for 75 miles was so depressing. You've got a set of Arteza coloured pencils you have to try. Oh, nice. I do like my Arteza pencils. Audrey lives halfway between Aberdeen and Inverness. Angie is what they call a bankie. I live in Clydebank, which is on the banks of the River Clyde. Oh, lovely. You've been in the dumps for 2 years. Yeah, it's ongoing. I'm in a pretty good spot at the moment. I go through bad patches, as a lot of people do with mental health problems do, but I have been on medication since I was 18, so about 8 years now. Been diagnosed with it, but I'm doing mostly okay, mostly good, and that's all I can ask for. Yeah, it happens to you too. You can go weeks without wanting to record anything, and that's okay. Everyone will be there waiting for you when you do want to create, and that's okay. It's nice. I know, as someone who creates but also watches content, it's nice when you do have lots of uploads from people, but you understand if they need to take a few days of not recording anything. Sometimes I just don't have ideas. Well, or I do have ideas, but not for right then. Not that I have the sort of mental headspace to create. Like, a lot of the ideas that I have are more long projects rather than quick turnaround videos. I've got my rank and rates, which I really enjoy, and they're quite easy to make. But I've sort of been pre-recording, uploading one a week, but it has been a good sort of constant video series to be working on. Start and end of the months are always busy for me, and I've got lots of content that I want to go out. The start of this month was quite busy because I had a lot of mid-year stuff and Q2 updates, so I had a lot of videos coming out. Oh, hi KP, lovely to see you join us. Happy Friday to you. You're just dropping in for a quick hello before ducking into the hair salon. Oh, are you getting much done? Are you getting a cut, dye? What you haven't done, KP? Need to finish my drink. You've got the news, you'll see my OBGYN on Monday, but my full term in pregnancy is Sunday and my anxiety is through the roof. I end up colouring 3 pages in Saga one day. You know what, Raven? That's what you need, that's what you need. Colouring is such a great way to shut your brain off from the rest of the world and have you concentrate on something that makes you feel productive but still is creative and fun. I love colouring. Audrey has to go. Paige is looking lovely. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for joining us, Audrey. We'll see you soon. It's sad I want to show some pencils. Have you tried them? Faber-Castell Red Box. I don't have those. I think those are the cheaper brands. I have the Polychromos, and I think if I got any other Faber-Castell pencils, I'd be disappointed with them. And pencils like Colour Peps. Not sure what you mean by that. Pencils like Colour Peps. Colour Pops? I'm not sure what you mean, Trenu, sorry. I have a list of 100 video ideas I've been wanting to do for years, but you have to be in the mindset for most of the ideas. Yeah, a lot of them are like how I colour this, how I colour that, and that involves filming a colour along, which I don't like doing very much. I think I'm looking at one of your pics from your Johanna rank and rate now to get inspiration for my temp picture. I tell you what, that rank and rate video for Johanna Basford was a long one because I have so many completed pages in her books because she was one of my first artists and I coloured in her a lot when I first started colouring, so it's nice having books with a bunch of pages and it's really satisfying to flip through. Hello Amy, I was wondering if you're going to make it. Also, Amy, look what I'm drinking. Fanta Fruit Twist. I had to after talking about it in your stream for you last night, for me this morning. Do all you guys have your own YouTube channel? A few people in chat do. A few people in chat do. Amy does, Zoe does, Lucy who was on here, Polly, Dana's Colouring Obsession. You'll hear lots of people's names, and if you check descriptions of people's videos, you'll find loads of YouTubers there. You're so glad you got back into colouring. My bank balance, not so much. It's really helping with my mental health and keeping my mind of my physical health. I don't recommend heart conditions. Yeah, I will take you up on that. I won't take one, thank you. But yeah, it's such a good way for me. I always say colouring has given me purpose. I don't know what I did in my life before colouring. I literally did nothing. I would sleep and that would be it. Angie gives heart failure a 0 out of 10. Good to know, good to know. Oh, Kaz has the Red Box Faber-Castell pencils. She likes them for everyday colouring as they are much harder for the money. You think they're okay. That's good to know. So good, maybe like starting out pencil for when you don't have so much money to spend. It's good to know. Having budget pencils are a great way to start out with your colouring. Your bank balance feels the same. Yeah, I look at my collection, I'm like, gosh, how much money is there? But I'm okay financially. It's okay. It's okay. The joy is good. Honestly, bring snacks to stream. It's needed. Yeah, we'll be finishing soon, Amy. Just because it's 10 here, I'm going to do these little bits of patches of grass down the bottom and then I'm going to sign off. I'm trying to finish my drink. In my eerie ranking video, I ended up trying to match the colours I used on the Snow White and Rose Red pages, but I based it with Crayola markers and then Prismas. Nice! I'd love to see it, Girl on Fire. If you ever want to share it, you can DM me on Instagram, email me, or you can post it on the community tab, and I'm sure other people would love to see it as well. So I would really like to see that if you ever feel inspired by a page I colour on video or have coloured in the past. I think it's never wrong to try and copy someone's page or how they coloured, as long as you give credit. Absolutely fine. because we all start out somewhere. When I started colouring, I would copy people, try and give credit if I knew where it was from, and that's okay. We all know what it's like to start out colouring and not knowing what colours to use where, and sometimes it's just a part of an image that you want to copy from someone, and then the rest you think up yourself, and that's cool too. Shannon, you totally understand. Your brother passed away suddenly over a year ago, and you're still in the ups and downs. I hadn't realised how negative my life was until that happened, and I decided to retire. I love watching your videos, and the live has been awesome. Oh, thanks, Shannon, and sorry for your loss. Very sorry for your loss. That's a unimaginable pain you must have felt then. But yeah, the colouring does bring some lovely joy in your life. Girl on Fire has a YouTube, TikTok, Insta where you post doll content, but like you said, I don't always feel like recording too, and I don't edit my videos, I'm too lazy, haha. Yeah, I never listen to my videos the whole way through. If I mess up on a word, you will know from my videos, I will just go blah 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 and start over. Because I can't be bothered to cut and refilm and have to then listen to all my content. No, too much. All I do is clip, and you will see this in my how to make a YouTube channel video. I just clip the videos from when I'm taking the book in frame and out of frame, so there's a nice smooth transition and you don't hear my chair creaking or the book slapping on the floor as I chuck it to my side on top of the pile. You just miss out those little bits, and then it's just a matter of like putting in pictures, very simple stuff. So like with my Johanna Bass with Rank and Rate, probably took me 10 minutes to edit, barely any time. I always take Google for help if I don't understand what you're trying to explain something. Yeah, Google is a good friend. Google Translate is great for translating your colouring books. I use the Google Translate app for a lot of my Japanese books like this one, because I love reading the little bits that the artists write and knowing what the titles are. I think it's really fun. I like knowing what the artists have written about books, about pages. I find it interesting, so I'll often translate. You're almost done with it. You love my colours and how they look good together in a limited colour palette. Oh, thank you, Girl on Fire. Sometimes I think, depending on the page, sometimes I do love my limited colour palettes, but sometimes I think, oh, I should have been more braver colour. I think particularly with characters and clothes, sometimes things can look a bit too matchy for my liking, and I want to try and embrace more variety in colours with the clothing and having more fun with that. You've literally got some of the Disney mystery books in my Lyrica basket because of yours and Zoe's videos. I'll be purchasing next month because it's my birthday month for me and my brother. Lovely Angie. And if you use my code, which was in the description of my latest haul video, you get a bit of money off as well, which is always appreciated. I think it is only 5%, but 5% is more than 0%. It's a little bit of something, and I get a bit of cash back too, which is definitely appreciated. Whereas, oh, there's some amazing Disney art therapy colouring books getting released next month that I can't wait to get. Vitro Tome 2, as well as Princesses Tome 2. Oh, they look so pretty. Welcome back, Zoe. We're just talking about Disney books. You don't really do colour alongs or do the same colours as other pages from other people, but I have a bunch of inspo colour pages saved. Yeah, I used to do that all the time on Instagram. I would use a little bookmark, press save, and save a bunch of pictures. Say I was doing this page in a book and I wanted some inspiration, not to copy, but just inspiration of how people coloured things, or sometimes there's an element on the page you don't know what to do with, and you can look at this gallery of pictures that you got saved on your Instagram. And I did the same with Pinterest too. When I very first started out, I would have it all organised by book, and and just meant that you have a variety of pictures to see how different people approach things in different ways, and say, oh, I don't know what's going on with these clothes here, how to shade it. You can just look at a few inspiration photos and it helps you a lot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, hi Yolanda. You're late, but you wanted to pop in to say hi. I do appreciate it. I am finishing soon. I've just got to activate these bits of grass and then I'm going to pop off. Oh, you seriously need that new one with horses? I know Zoe's got that one and she absolutely loves it. It does look amazing. I'm getting so many of the colour by number books. I'm really holding out for the ones I absolutely love, because otherwise my collection's going to get so overwhelming soon. It's sad you can't send a picture to you. Chat doesn't give this sending some pictures. Trinu, you can always email me. I would love it if live chat you'd be able to send pictures to be like, oh look, this is what I'm working on. I'd love that in live streams. I think it'd be such a cool feature. But you can always DM me on Instagram, email me, or there's the YouTube community tab. If you go on my channel page and visit community, you can upload pictures there. For those pages that I don't want to have to think about what colours to use, and because I like those coloured pages I saved and think the colours the person used are a good idea, yeah. Sometimes it's just the overall colour palette, like, oh, I like how this person used pinks and greens. I'm going to use pinks and greens. For some reason, Google, who owns YouTube, has never allowed images and photos to be added to the chats on lives, yeah. There's some features on Google things which just don't make sense. Like with I've got a Google Pixel phone, and on my old phone, I could take pictures in a square format by just using the 1:1 ratio. This one doesn't, and people have been asking for square photos to take pictures of. You've just got to crop it after, and it's really annoying. It's just an extra step. Right, I need to get going. You want the Pokemon one? Yes, me too, Yolanda. That Pokemon one looks amazing. I also love the look of the Care Bears one. It's really bright and colourful because I love my bright colours, and the Pokemon one is so bright and colourful. It just looks like a perfect colour by number. I reckon it's going to be really popular, that one, and there'll be multiple tomes. You've got Vitro Tomb 2 pre-ordered. You have the link for iMusic. I got the Halloween and Hannah Carlson book. Yes, iMusic. If you want to find the Maria Troll and Hannah Carlson books, search. What I do is search iMusic, Maria Troll, or iMusic, Hannah Carlson, and then the link comes up. Otherwise it will come up with Apple's iMusic and it gets a bit... you can't find it. But it's a Danish site. I think it's imusic.de. Not Danish site, a Denmark site. I don't know. But those are the only places you can pre-order them from. And it's about £5 for shipping, because I was looking it up the other day. Alright, I can hear my parents getting ready for bed, so I'm just activating these last little bits of grass and I will have to say goodnight to you all. I have really enjoyed this stream. And every time I stream, I'm like, I want to stream again immediately. But I don't know. I don't have the time. Sometimes you don't have to colour on camera. You just want to colour for your own colouring sake. And I still have quite a few buddy colours that I've got to finish. So I'll be working on that tomorrow before I go to work at 4 o'clock. Oh, it's $11 for shipping from iMusic to the US. Yeah, it's $4.99 in the UK, which isn't too bad. Zoe's just done Meadow and gotten into bed too. You'd have to wait until Christmas to order it here in the States. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't at least have... I don't mind about it not being an English version, but have it just available to order from Amazon. Even if you have to pay for the extra shipping, it just makes things so much easier. You could buy books from different countries. Right. I am going to wrap this up and say good night to you all. Oh, quick question, what is a good colouring journal to get? I use this because I like making my own journal, and this is by Stationery Island. They make really nice journals, and I just add washi and stickers. That's the one I like to use. Nice Pokemon was Peak Pokemon. Yes, now Zoe was falling asleep watching Love Island. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really love how this page is turning out, and can't wait to colour some more, maybe next week on Wednesday. Have a look at my scheduled live streams. I will always try to do it a few hours before I go live, usually sort of midday-ish. Alright, so thanks so much for watching the stream, and I will see you all very soon. Bye! Bye everyone!